Did you ever see that old Twilight Zone episode? The one where the frumpy old guy just wants to be left alone to read his books, only to find that he's the last man on Earth and his glasses are broken? I used to wonder what happened to him after that. What he did, where he went, who he became. I don't have to wonder that anymore. People aren't meant to be alone. I used to know people that might have argued that, but now there is no one left to argue at all. It's been 7 weeks since everyone disappeared. You think you would get used to it. It's like any other situation. Eventually you'll adapt, but I'm starting to think that might not be true. Sometimes I talk to myself. It's good to hear a voice, even if it's my own. I start to forget it, speaking, and I have to remind myself to do it, just in case. The power lasted about a day. Once I realized it was gone, I sort of lost track of time. But you don't really need it. The hardest part is filling the time. Before it was never enough. Now the days stretch longer and longer, even as winter approaches. I'm considering moving south for the winter, somewhere on the Gulf. It can be hard to know what I'll find. I don't know what happens to a nuclear plant when left unattended. There are a lot of things like that I wish I knew. How to fix a generator, how to hunt, how to fish, how to be alone. I should find a dog, or a cat, something. Most of them died when everyone went away. Many of the houses I enter, they're sitting by the door, still waiting, even in death. The ones that are left have mostly gone back to nature. I'm not sure if I can tame them, but it would be nice to have some company. He was right about the books. The man from the Twilight Zone? Without them, I don't know. I'm glad for the books. They fill my time with stories. I managed to rig up some solar panels. Having electricity again is the closest I've been to the way things were. I can hear music, and it's almost like I'm not alone. The movies aren't helping anymore. I don't know if they ever did. It's not the same, not like it was. There isn't a substitute for the real thing. We used to punish people like this, in solitary. Let me tell you, it wasn't right. Being here alone in the open is hard enough. It took a long time to accept it, longer than you might think. It wasn't until I saw Manhattan that I really did. Now I'm back here, back home. But I don't know why I bothered. Doesn't much matter where I am. Maybe being away from here would be better. Maybe I can travel, see the places I've never been. But it seems meaningless. It's like the movies, like the games. What does any of it matter now, when you're the only one left? It took me a long time to get the gun. It wasn't hard to find. Nothing is anymore. I just didn't trust myself with it. I still don't. But the necessity of it became clear. The world is not a safe place, even when you're the last man. It did bring me comfort, initially. Now it hangs at my side, and I feel the weight of it heavier every day. I know it will happen eventually, but until then, I'll have to bear it. I wish survival was harder. The challenge would do me good. At least then, when I go, there would be a reason. At least then, it wouldn't have to be.